Hey there, friend. I'm glad you're here, just sitting with me for a little while. I've got a story to share tonight, one that's been on my mind lately, about a man who felt invisible, unseen, and how he found a way to stand in his own light. So let's settle in. Imagine we're just chatting by a quiet fire, the world outside fading away, and I'm telling you this like I've lived it, or at least walked beside someone who has. There was this man, you see, who carried a heaviness in his chest every day. He'd walk into a room, whether it was with friends, family, or even folks he barely knew, and feel like his words just dissolved into the air. He'd speak, share an idea, maybe crack a joke, and nothing. People would look past him, laugh over him, or just carry on like he wasn't even there. At home, it was the same. His family took him for granted, piling their needs on him without a second thought. Maybe I'm just not worth listening to, he started to think. Maybe I'm the kind of person no one respects. That thought gnawed at him, you know? It's the kind of quiet pain that builds up over time until you start believing it's true. So one day, he couldn't carry it anymore. He heard of a Buddhist monk who lived up in the hills, someone people said could see right into the heart of things. With nothing left to lose, he made the long trek, his steps heavy but determined. When he got there, he poured it all out. "Master," he said, his voice trembling, "I'm so sad. No one respects me. They don't listen, they mock me, they walk over me. I just want to be seen, to be taken seriously. I want to matter." The monk sat there, still as a stone, but his eyes were warm, listening in a way that made the man feel held somehow. After a long silence, the monk asked, "What do you truly want?" The man didn't hesitate. "I want respect. I want people to hear me, to stop ignoring me. I want to be someone they look up to." The monk nodded slowly, like he'd heard this ache 1,000 times before. "Come," he said, "walk with me." They stepped outside, the air cool against their skin, and sat under an old tree, its branches stretching out like it was listening too. "There are ways to live," he began, "that draw respect naturally, not by force, but who you become. Let me share them with you, one by one, as we sit here together." First, the monk spoke of saying no. "You've been saying yes to everything, haven't you?" he asked, his voice gentle but piercing. The man nodded, almost ashamed. "I just want to keep everyone happy." The monk smiled faintly. "But in doing so, you've let yourself down. People start to think you have no mind of your own, no boundaries. They stop asking, stop valuing your time. Learn to say no when it matters. Think before you agree. Your time, your heart, they're worth guarding." The man sat with that, feeling the weight of all the yeses he'd given away. "I get it, you know. I've been there too, saying yes to things I didn't want just to avoid a fight or a frown. It's like you're handing pieces of yourself over until there's nothing left. Have you ever felt that?" Then the monk went on, "Speak less, but make it count. Don't fill the air just to be heard. Think twice, speak once. When your words are measured, people can't help but listen." He talked about respecting yourself first, how you can't expect others to value you if you're always tearing yourself down, even in your own mind. "Treat yourself like you'd treat a dear friend," he said. "Don't call yourself names. Stand up when someone disrespects you. Honor who you are." They sat there as the sun dipped lower, and the monk's voice wove through the quiet. He spoke of stopping the endless apologies, how saying sorry over and over for the same mistakes makes people see you as weak. Apologize once, mean it, and change. He talked about doing whatever you do with heart, losing yourself in it, loving it so fiercely that others can't help but notice. "The world loves someone who loves their craft," he murmured. There was a moment of stillness, and the monk pointed to the tree above them. "Silence is an art, just like speaking. Knowing when to be quiet, when to let things pass, that's strength. Not everyone can wield it." The man thought of all the times he'd stayed silent when he should have spoken, or babbled when he should have held back. It's tricky, isn't it? I've fumbled that balance myself, saying too much when I'm nervous, or staying quiet when I should have stood up. The monk's lessons kept coming, each one sinking deeper. He said, "Stop complaining. Everyone has troubles, but no one wants to carry yours too. Be the one who lifts others, not drags them down." He spoke of praising even your rivals, learning from them instead of resenting them. "Respect breeds respect," he said simply. He talked about living within your limits, doing what needs to be done, not overreaching just to impress. And finally, he looked the man in the eye. "Be true to your word. If you say something, do it. A person who keeps their promises is a person others trust." The man sat there, under that sprawling tree as the last of the daylight faded. Each word felt like a small stone dropped into a still pond, rippling out through him. He saw himself clearer now, not as someone unworthy, but as someone who could choose differently. He could say no. He could speak with care. He could stand in his own worth. It wasn't about forcing respect. It was about becoming someone who naturally drew it. And as he finally stood to leave, he bowed to the monk, his heart a little lighter. "Thank you," he whispered. The monk just smiled, as if to say, "It's all in you now. Go live it." And as I think about this man walking back down that hill, I wonder about us, you and me. How often do we feel unseen, unheard, like we're shouting into the wind? Maybe it's not about changing the world around us first. Maybe it's about how we show up in it. I'm still learning that myself. Some days I get it right, some days I don't. But I think of that monk's quiet wisdom, and I try again. So, wherever you are right now, listening to this, know that I see you. You're not invisible, not to me. Let's keep walking this path, figuring it out together, one step at a time. I'll be here next time with another story to share. Until then, take care of yourself, okay? You're worth it.